for each and recollect things. Fine. So first we need to understand why we need JavaScript. Some people who come from non-IT background, some people think that Java and JavaScript are same. No, they are completely two different things. There is no connection between these two things. Java is a back-end programming language which is similar to our Apex programming. Whereas JavaScript is a front-end programming language which is used to make our website functional. Means if I want to create a website, okay, so first of all, whatever thing that will come to your mind in the website, there should be some background, okay, and let's assume this is a website, okay, or let's go to some interesting website where things will be more colorful, okay. Okay, let me go to Starlink website. Okay, this is a Starlink website. So like this, in any website, first thing is there will be some background for one thing. Okay, and there are some buttons. Okay, and see here, using HTML, what we can do? Using HTML, we can decide like, okay, here I want to put Starlink residential roam boats, Starlink for boats, roam. So these are the things I can decide, okay. But using CSS, I can put the background image. I can design it in such a way that this roam with Starlink should come in the center, this with this font, and this one should come in this color, okay, with these letters, all these things I can decide. But this will be like a screenshot, like a static photograph, the website will be, until you add JavaScript. JavaScript adds life to your website. If you build a website only using HTML and CSS, it will be something like that, like this. But if you want it to work, if I click on this button, something should happen. Okay. Okay. If I click on this button, another thing should happen. Okay. If I click here, something should happen. Okay. Let's try Hyderabad 5348. Amirpet, what is the PIN code? Okay, let's check. This PIN code is not. Okay. So only US codes they are giving. Okay. Yeah, US only. Starlink is not yet available for India. Okay. So this for this, if I click on order, some background process is happening, and see, it is giving me these things. Okay. So to make our website functional like this, when I click on a button, some action should happen, payment should happen, multiple other things should happen. All these things we can achieve only if we know JavaScript. Okay. So first thing, JavaScript purpose is to add functionality to your website. Without JavaScript, if you write only with HTML and CSS, it will be more static thing. Okay. So that is the first reason why we are going for JavaScript. The second point is JavaScript is very helpful in doing client-side processing. It means, for example, I need to perform a calculation, 5 plus 6. You have created a website. In that website, you have given 5, you have given 6. Okay. you want to add 5 plus 6. So using your computer resources on the client side, here client side means there will be one server and we all are clients, we are connecting to that server and we are utilizing the server resources. At the same time, we have our laptop also, our desktop also, right? So using our resources is known as client resources. So using JavaScript, what we can do, we can utilize our desktop resources to perform the calculation. Okay. And JavaScript is the world's most popular programming language. It is one of the most popular programming language. Okay. JavaScript terminology, usage, entirely it's different from our Apex programming. Okay. It will have its own style, its own, syntax, everything. Okay. So JavaScript program is the programming language of the web. Means if you want to create a website, you cannot do that using JavaScript. Across the globe, any website you see, that is built using JavaScript only. Okay. So that much famous JavaScript is. So you may ask, sir, JavaScript is there for many years. Is there any other thing that is coming? So there are many things here like jQuery, Node.js. Okay, what these are? These are nothing but JavaScript libraries. It means using JavaScript, if you want to build a functionality, like if I click on cancel, everything should cancel. If I click on save, it should save. Like something you built some functionality and you have given some button. Like these kind of frequently used functionalities, whatever are there, if you write the entire code, it will take so many hundreds and hundreds of lines of code that you need to write it in JavaScript. These libraries, what they will do is, instead of you writing all these things, they will give you ready-made library. If you are planning to use a similar functionality, you can just go and quickly utilize that library instead of you doing it from the scratch. So that libraries, if you want to understand, first you need to understand JavaScript. Without learning JavaScript, you cannot learn jQuery or something else. If you want to learn anything, first you need to learn JavaScript, and then using those things, you can make it simplified. Because instead of writing 100 lines here or writing 10 lines here, there with single statement, you can achieve. What it is doing, same code, it is already writing and saving it somewhere. It is saying that just use the name, the functionality will work. So that is nothing but jQuery. All these libraries will do. Fine. Okay. So now I will tell you JavaScript. We will go into the introduction from where it started. Everything we will see. No worries. JavaScript is the world's most popular programming language. Okay. JavaScript is the programming language of the web. Okay. Next, JavaScript is easy to learn. I don't agree with this statement. Okay. It's not that easy. Okay. Fine. So first let's see one example so that you will get some basic understanding. Okay. So here my JavaScript, where I will write, how it will look. First you need to understand, right? So here I have written some HTML code. Okay. HTML starting. Okay. Ending HTML. Inside that body I have given, inside body H2 I have given, and I am displaying. Till this it is HTML only. In this I have added button. Inside HTML I have added button. Okay. And type equal to button on click document dot get element by ID demo dot inner HTML. So basically here we are using like CSS we have seen, right? Inline CSS, internal CSS, external CSS. Inline CSS means in the HTML code itself directly here if I write style equal to something, that is inline CSS. If I write style tag, open the style tag, close the style tag, and inside that, if I write all the CSS related to that particular HTML page, that is internal CSS. If I save the CSS file separately at one place, and if I'm utilizing it from external source, then that is external CSS. So here I'm using inner HTML, wherein if I click on this one, see, date is coming. Let me run it again. Now it is like this. Okay. When I click on this, what is happening? Date. Saturday, November 4th, GMT 5:30. Okay. So this is our date and time. Okay. So how it is working? Internally, the code is there, which is giving us the output. So basically, if you want to perform any action, if you want to close the window, if you want to open something, if you want to do something, whatever you want to do, if you want to perform something on click, or if I just put my cursor here, something color should change like that. So many actions like we have here. I'm using on click means when I click it should happen. Okay. On release means when you click and if you release the button, then it will work. Okay. On hover over means just if you put the cursor on top of it, see here, when I put the cursor, it is changing from light green to dark green. So this is also built using such functionality. Okay. Like this, we will see a lot of functionalities here. So this is how it will work. Okay. Next, we will see some information. Then I will tell you to note down that you can note down. So use the menu. We recommend reading. Okay. This is okay. Why study JavaScript? JavaScript is one of the three languages all the web developers must learn. See here, must learn. If you want to develop something in the front end, you have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. HTML to define the content of web pages, CSS to specify the layout of the web pages, JavaScript to program the behavior of web pages. Okay. Commonly asked, how to get JavaScript? Where can I download JavaScript? Is JavaScript free? You don't have to get or download JavaScript. JavaScript is already running in your browser on your computer or on your tablet, whatever it may be. If you are opening the browser, inside it already JavaScript is there. JavaScript is free. You no need to pay any money to use JavaScript. Okay. Of course, there are so many versions of the JavaScript. Like initially, they started JavaScript 1, version 2, version 3, like that. Okay. Like that, we are using the latest version now, and that also for free. We no need to. Why it is giving for free? Who is giving it? We will see all those things. First, put the heading JavaScript. Put the heading JavaScript and write down these 2 points. Write down these 3 points. Write down these 3 questions and these 3 answers. First question, write down and write the answer. Question, second answer. Third question, third answer. These three. Okay, fine. So now write down this JavaScript can change HTML content. This is almost almost in every JavaScript code you will find this. Ah. Write down the complete example. First, write down this point. JavaScript can change HTML content. First, write down this point. Then write down this point. The example below finds an HTML element with ID equal to demo and changes the element content to hello JavaScript. For example, SQL నేర్చుకోవాలన్నప్పుడు ఇదే డబ్ల్యూసి టూల్స్ నేర్చుకోవచ్చు సార్. మన డేటాబేస్ యూజ్ అయ్యేది సీక్వెల్ క్వరీ. హెచ్టిఎంఎల్ సిఎస్ఎస్ జావాస్క్రిప్ట్ మాత్రం ఇది పర్ఫెక్ట్. మిగతా వాటికి నేను చెప్పలేను కానీ ఈ మూడింటికి మాత్రం ఈ వెబ్సైట్ లో నీకు చాలా మంచి నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది. Okay. Once after completing this line, then write this code. First write down this line. Everyone completed? Then write down this code. So see here, let me explain the code first, then you can write. HTML starting, HTML ending. Inside that body starting, body ending. Inside that H2, heading, P, paragraph, button. Okay. So for H2, I have not done anything, just it is displaying. For P, what I have done, see here, I have given ID attribute. Okay. ID attribute on inside HTML. So here in this button, when I click on type equal to button on click, when you click, what should happen? What should happen? Document dot get element by ID. In this entire document, find the element which is having the ID is equal to demo. Identify that, and then dot inner HTML equal to hello JavaScript. Means what? Replace the content, okay, whatever it is there, with hello JavaScript. So here we have what? JavaScript can change HTML content. So this is the entire paragraph, right? So when I click this button, what should happen? The ID of this element is demo. And here I am saying that wherever you find the element demo, then replace the entire content of the element with hello JavaScript. So if I click here, oh, sorry. If I click here, entire content got replaced to hello JavaScript. Okay. Let me explain you again. For each HTML element, we can give attributes. So here ID attribute I am using. Okay, ID equal to demo. Okay. Now here inside JavaScript, what I am saying, on click, whenever you click, then what should happen? Document dot get element, document dot get element by ID. So get the element, search for this particular element for which the ID is demo. For which element the ID is demo? This element, the ID is demo. That element content you change to this. Not only changing content, we can do multiple other things. This is one action that we are performing. For example, now if I just keep the JavaScript as it is, Control X, that ID I am removing for P and the same ID I am copying it here inside H2. Now if I click on run, then what will happen? Okay, let me first run this. Okay. If I click here, now this is getting changed. Okay. Because it is searching that particular element based on its ID. Is it clear now? Okay. So this is how the JavaScript works. JavaScript, first point is JavaScript can change the HTML content. HTML content it can change. HTML attribute values also it can change. How, that we will see. So here, what can JavaScript do? This is, first of all, let me start with HTML starting, HTML ending. Body starting, body ending. Inside that H2 is there, P is there, P is there, button is there, image is there. Okay. So this H2, what can JavaScript do? It is H2, so it is displaying in the form of heading. Okay, good. Second, paragraph. So normal text it is showing. Third one, paragraph. So normal text it is showing. Fourth one, I am saying that button, on click, get element by ID, my image. So there is an element, okay? There is an element in which the ID is my image. So this is the ID. With this ID, there is some element. Okay. For that, identify and get that element. That's what I'm saying. When you click on this button, identify and get that element. After getting that element, dot src equal to pick bulb on GIF. Okay. So when I click on this, actually the bulb will turn on. If I click on turn off bulb, bulb is turning off. How is this happening? Because here I have not one image, I have two images. This is one image and this is another image. Okay. Actually, the bulb is not glowing. Instead of the previous image, I am replacing that with this image. That's what I'm doing here. Okay. There are two images. One image on the other image. First time I am showing you. Okay. Huh. Okay. So let me go to.
I'm thinking, sir, why how the bulb is feeling only in that place only. I'm thinking in that particular place only how the color will give. We did not write any code on JavaScript for a particular area.
Screenshot తీయడానికి కూడా పెద్ద ప్రాసెస్. Okay. This is how to tell you, man. This is a different two different images. Okay. This is one image. Okay. screenshot. 1 second. To comment. Okay. 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 Fine. So
Screen also, screen also, watching also. Screen also.
మాకు అర్థం అవ్వాలిగా. Okay, this is one image. Okay, okay. How to crop, man? Crop.
No, this one వచ్చింది crop. Crop వచ్చింది.
ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది? Okay. Okay. Now let me do this. Okay. Done. Okay, that is one image. Where is my okay, sorry.
అలా ఎలా పెట్టారు అదే రైటింగ్
తెలుసు మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతారని అంతే. This is another image. Okay. Now let me come out of this. Okay. Now see my screen. This is a separate image. This is a separate image. Okay. These two are two different images. Okay. By default, this image I am showing. When you click on the button, then I am changing the image and I am showing you this image. It is giving you an illusion that the bulb is turning on. And when already bulb is turned on, then when I click on turn off button, then I am showing this image again. Okay, now is it clear? Now let me go to this. So here on click document dot get element by id, my image, something I have written. So here there is image. Okay, so here to make you more clear, okay, let me do one thing. Image is a html element which is having the image. Now when I click on the button, okay, let me do one thing. Let me remove this button. Let me remove these two buttons. Okay, let me run this. Okay, so now what is this? Basically there is an image. This is an image and this is another image. Okay, is it clear now? This is a separate image and bulb of is separate image. What I am doing here, let me go back to my previous code. What I am doing here is, by default, this visual I am showing, by default this image I am showing, and whenever you click on this button, I am replacing this image with another image. Okay. And whenever you click on turn off, again I am replacing this with the previous image. That's it. That's what I'm doing. Okay. But it is giving a illusion that bulb is turned off and turn off, right? So, sir, how can I understand this? How can this happen like this? Okay. So, bulb off with 100 px is there, na? So, let me decrease to, okay, let me give 150 px. Okay. Now let's see how it will change. Okay. Turn on, turn off. Okay. For this image, ah,
అదే కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేసి కింద ఆన్ అయినప్పుడు మిక్సర్ మాత్రం సరిపోతుంది. ఇమేజ్ అనేది అలా అవుతుంది కదా.
fine. You understood, right? These two are two different images, and I am able to get this functionality because of JavaScript. When you click on the button, you can. So here, what things you need to learn? One thing is get document dot get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. This is what you need to remember. What is this doing? In your HTML code, you will just write the ID, and you can refer that ID using document dot get element by ID and give the name of the ID. Okay. So dot here, what you want to do, that you will do. Dot bulb on, I have given this. Previously, what I have done in my previous example, dot inner HTML, and I have given text. Okay. So here, for example, if I remove this, when I click on this, let me open this. Okay. Here, what is the ID? My image, right? The same ID I need to give here. Okay. And now, okay, when I click here, it's not working.
I think it is gives the GIF.
That's why.
If it is text or PX bulb of text.
So you understood, right? How we are able to not only change the content of the HTML, but also we can change the attribute values also. Using JavaScript, you can change the CSS also. See, now this is how the CSS, when you click here, you are changing the size of, okay. So how I am doing this? Style dot font size. Okay. So I am able to change the CSS with the help of JavaScript. So HTML and CSS you can control with the help of JavaScript. That is the main point I want to tell you. Next one, JavaScript can hide HTML elements. So if I click on this, I can hide the elements. Okay. What I can do, I can show the elements. When I click, then only this element is displayed. If I want to hide, I can hide. If I want to show, I can show. Okay. If I want to change the HTML content, I can do that. If I want to change the CSS, I can do that. So these are the different things that we can achieve with the help of JavaScript. Of course, when we go inside, then you will get more insights. Just we are seeing the interaction, right? So now take down, all of you go to this website, go to introduction, write down these headings as points. JavaScript can change HTML content. JavaScript can change HTML attribute values. JavaScript can change HTML style sheets. JavaScript can change hide, show. ఈ పాయింట్ కూడా రాసుకోండి. Write down this point as well. JavaScript and Java are completely different languages, both in concept and design. Okay, there is no connection, no link between these two. Only the name seems to be similar, but entirely they are for different purposes. Okay. Okay. Write down this point also. JavaScript was invented by Bernard Itch in 1995 and became an ECMA standard in the year 1997. First 2 points you note down, that's enough. Okay, if you learn JavaScript will be very, very interesting because when you make the change, immediately you can see the output. For every small change you make, you can see the difference in the output. Whether you want to show it or hide it, or you want to make changes to the image, content, video, anything. Okay. Every website in the world works with the help of JavaScript only. Okay. Because nowadays, for everything, you need to have a website, right? Done these 2 points. Okay, now let's move to the next one. HTML code, how we will write inside HTML, start and HTML and tags, right? Similarly, JavaScript, how we will write, we will write it in this format. Script starting and script ending. Okay, this is how we will write the JavaScript code. Okay, JavaScript functions, head, body, we will see all those things. Generally, for HTML, if you see any HTML code, it will start with HTML and with HTML. It will have head, it will have body. Okay, so usually we will write this script, start with script and with script. Inside this, you will write JavaScript code. Okay, and usually you put it in the head whenever you want it to load. See, whenever you enter a website, it will take few seconds to load, right? So during that loading only, if you want to execute some JavaScript, that thing you will put inside the head. If whenever you click a button, then something you want to perform, that you will include inside the body. Is this clear? During the first time loading itself, if you want to perform some JavaScript logic, that you will write it inside the head. Okay, and when you click on a button and if you want some JavaScript to execute, that you will write wherever you want. There you will include click button, all those things. Okay, and if see, in the 2 ways you will write. One way is here you will write a button. Okay, and that button related JavaScript function on click. See, previously what I have done, on click, here itself I have written this code directly previously, but now what I'm doing, on click, I'm calling this function, and inside this function I am writing this JavaScript code, and this function is present inside this script. Okay, like that we can do. Of course, we will see examples, then you will get more clarity. So the script tag, basically JavaScript, entire JavaScript, we will write it in between these 2 script tags, script starting and script ending. Okay, write down these things as points. In HTML, JavaScript code is inserted between the script starting and script ending tags.
separate JavaScript तो ढूंढे ऐसा JavaScript ढूंढे हैं
ఓల్డ్ ఉంటాయి.
only JavaScript ढूंढे only front end యూస్ చేసుకోలేదు
ఆ,
ఇప్పుడు JavaScript అంటే కంప్లీట్ సర్వర్ బేస్డ్ దీనికంటే ఒక స్టోరేజ్ అంటూ ఏమీ ఉండదు కదా స్టోరేజ్ అవన్నీ యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే జావా
ఆ,
బ్యాకప్ అవన్నీ యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే బ్యాకప్ యూస్ చేసుకొని జావా యూస్ చేసుకుంటే దానికి స్టోరేజ్
see now we have the website. Here the end user will enter the data. That data will be temporarily only stored inside this browser, right? After some time, if you want to permanently store this data, you need to have a database. So if you want to implement a functionality on the database and your business logic, everything you will write it on the back end. Only front end, this one.
LWC ప్రీమియం చేస్తాను HTML
అందుకే కదా ఇప్పుడు చెప్తున్నాను. LWC రావాలంటే ఇవి రావాలి అందుకని.
కంప్లీట్ గా రావాలి అసలు లేదంటే కొన్ని
అట్లీస్ట్ మీడియం రేంజ్ వచ్చి ఉండాలి. మరి బేసిక్ జస్ట్ పేర్లు తెలిస్తే సరిపోదు. వచ్చి done. Next, write down this one. JavaScript functions and events. A JavaScript function is a block of JavaScript code that can be executed when called for. Okay. You can place any number of scripts in a HTML document. Okay. You can write script open, script close any number of times in a HTML document. Scripts can be placed inside body also, inside head also. Okay, inside head also you can put JavaScript. Okay, inside body also you can put the JavaScript. Fine. External JavaScript. It means you will create a JavaScript file with the extension .js. Okay, write down this external JavaScript. External scripts are practical when the same code is used in many different pages. Write down all the points. External JavaScript, write down scripts can also be placed in external files. Next one, external scripts are practical when the same code is used in many different web pages.
So mostly LWC LWC working for difference.
Fine. External JavaScript means JavaScript, you are saving it with .js file. Okay. And then you are using that file wherever you want. Okay. Write down these 3 points. Okay, once these 2 lines are done, or these 3 lines are done, write down these 2 lines also. This line also, write down these 3 lines are important. In this website, he is giving bullet points which are very important. That's why I'm asking you to go through this website, not paragraph information. See here, he's giving one line point, and that point is very important. You need to remember the point and use it. Okay. Apex is only for Salesforce. HTML, CSS, JavaScript are for every technology. Whether you have used Java in the backend, whether you have used .NET in the backend, front end will be HTML, CSS, JavaScript only.
మాక్సిమం మెథడ్ సెట్ చేయడం ఇవి ఇంక్లూడ్ మెథడ్ మళ్ళీ మాక్సిమం అంటే ఒక 30% కవర్ అయినట్టు మిగిలిన మనం రెడీ చేసుకోవాలి
30% మనం తెలిస్తే 70% మీకు ఏం చేయొచ్చు అది వెబ్సైట్ మెథడ్తోనే మనం ఆలోచించే దాన్ని బట్టి
ఫస్ట్ మనం చేయాలా బేసిక్స్ వస్తే అప్పుడు మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు బేసిక్స్ రాకపోతే మేనేజ్ కూడా చేయలేవు okay write down these 3 points external JavaScript advantages also come in good morning okay, that's it. These 3 points, if you have completed, remaining things we will see in the next class. Okay. Fine then. You complete the remaining. See, I explained only some part of HTML and CSS, right? You complete the remaining. Okay. Don't ignore that. Okay. Fine. Thank you, guys. We'll meet on Monday. Bye.